another Minecraft video. Today, I want to talk about something that I've really been passionate and interested about for a bit of time now. So, this story starts back all the way in the inception of Minecraft. So when Minecraft was first created, initially, the first skin that came out was the Steve skin, the now iconic Steve skin. We all know how that looks. We all know how Steve looks. Sure, fine. But when the game first came out, like the first very early demo versions, Steve was, in fact, a passive mob. So in the demo versions, I put some footage up right now. You can see there's just Steves everywhere. They just run around. They kind of look a little stupid doing so too. And you can spawn them by pressing a button. Now this feature was in very early demo versions. So after this point in time, Minecraft InDev and then InfDev came out, and then the alpha version started rolling out slowly after that. But shortly after this point in time is when the now famous Herobrine Mythos started rolling around. This is when the story was first posted. I think it was alpha 1.16. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. And of course, at this point in time, we now know that Herobrine was never real, and that's pretty much the end of the story. But what if I told you that Herobrine, or the idea of Herobrine, might be a little realer than we all initially thought? So a few years ago, I discovered this video on YouTube, and I have it shown on screen right now. And it's got 40k views, and it's fairly unknown. So in this video, if we watch it, he spawns in like Steve mobs. And it's crazy because up to like a certain point in time, I didn't even know these were ever in the game. It's like a hostile mob. This is not modded. This is straight from Minecraft. This got me thinking a little bit more, and I did a little bit more research. So I had seen this video years and years ago, but I never really understood too much about like why this was in the game or how it was in the game. So after doing a little bit of research, I discovered quite a few notable things to mention about this mob. So the first notable thing I found is that if we look up the wiki for the original Steve mob that I was showing off in the pre-alpha versions of Minecraft, it states right at the bottom that this mob was removed in beta 1.6.6. Okay, weird. So from what I could gather from this, it's saying that the code for this actual mob was still in the game. And we have footage too of the mob spawning. So I did some more research. I discovered another video from the same era, taken from Minecraft beta 1.3, and this shows off the same Steve mob. So the player is using the exact same mod to spawn in these Steve mobs. He's using the single player command mod that was popular back around then. And as you can see in the video, it's the exact same thing that's going on. So I started wondering if this mob was in fact a mod, or in fact like an actual mob that was in the game. Because at this point in time, I was wondering if they maybe reused the code because the code wasn't taken out until beta 1.6.6. So I had to do a little more digging to see if I could find any sort of concrete evidence that this was in the game, like for sure. So I ended up coming across this video by iDeactivate Minecraft, and he calls this video Herobrine sighting. So he was playing on this Minecraft beta 1.7.3 map, and inside the map as he's playing, all of the sudden these Steve mobs start spawning. And I know I'm paraphrasing this video. I'm linking all the videos down in the descriptions. I want you guys to check all of these out. The Steve starts spawning on this map, like as he's playing it, just randomly. And he's saying like, I don't know what's going on. This is beta 1.7.3. This is what's happening. So this is even more proof that these Steve mobs were spawning in the game. Then it comes into question, why are these the only videos on YouTube? It's either mods or some weird adventure map. And even though the adventure map isn't modded, there still might be something funky going on with spawners or some inventory editor here. Luckily, he linked the map in the description, so I think it's time for us to give it a try and see if we could find these Steve mobs for ourselves. Alright, so now it's time to do a little inspection for ourselves. Holy shit. Oh my god. What is going on here? That scared. So if we load up this map, as we just saw, we spawn right inside the cave that I deactivated MC was right at. I want to see what's up here. That was... Oh my god. Huh. Look at that. I did not expect these turn of events. Wow. Okay, so the entire time it was a spawner. That's really interesting. Okay. I saw that. I wonder if there's one here. No. Wow. Okay. Hold on. I gotta see if we can get to the spawner. I'm gonna go on peaceful mode and try to build up to there. I really want to check this out. Okay, so this does prove it. This does, like, in fact prove that the Steve mob was in Minecraft beta, like, even up to beta 1.7.3. This is a regular world. There's no mods. I have no mods outside of my Vanilla Plus mod that I'm using for beta 1.7.3. And here is proof of the Steve mob in Mob Spawner. This is crazy. I really don't know what this means. I'll be really honest. I don't know what this means. Because the wiki was saying is removed in 1.6, but this is beta 1.7.3. At this point in time, we can now conclude that the Steve mob was in fact in Minecraft beta, unmodded Minecraft beta. Now, it's unsure if this mob was only able to spawn via commands or like block editors. But I'd like to propose a little point, or maybe a proof of concept with this mob. If this mob was in the game from the time where Herobrine was at its pretty much like peak popularity, I wonder how many people could have maybe ran into this mob accidentally, or maybe found something, like it maybe glitched in the game. Because we can't say with full certainty that this mob was unable to spawn like completely in survival mode. And I know, if it could spawn, then we'd probably have footage of it without like using single player commands or without block editors. But doesn't it get you thinking that maybe something kind of weird is going on? Maybe, in fact, some Herobrine sightings for people could have actually been real. Maybe it was a Steve mob. I think as a collective, we need to do more research on this Steve entity, the Steve mob, because this is real. This is in the game. It's still in Minecraft beta. It existed. And I want to see maybe some more people talk about this strange thing, because I've not really seen this talked about anywhere within Minecraft YouTube, or like I pretty much didn't even know myself, and I know like so much about this game. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and this was a little interesting deep dive in this mob, and I'm gonna do some further research on it, maybe see if I can discover any more things or ask around. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.